From content creation to code generation, its impact is both profound and far-reaching. Welcome back to Visionary Voices, the podcast where we dive deep into the innovations and thoughts leadership shaping the future at To The New. I'm your host, Priyanka Pathak, and today's episode is one that you don't want to miss. We are exploring a game-changing topic that is reshaping the industry, GenAI. Joining me today to unpack the concept of generative AI is Mr. Sushil, the BU head of EMEA and also the force driving excellence behind the generative AI in To The New. Hi Sushil.
Hi Priyanka. Thank you so much for having me here. Looking forward to have a good discussion on To The New journey in generative AI space.
Sushil, I'll just say that GenAI is more than just a buzzword. And in To The New, we have not been just using it, but we have been integrating it as well. So my first question would be that how are we changing the philosophy, or what's To The New's philosophy, in the concept of GenAI nowadays?
So Priyanka, the philosophy at To The New is very simple when it comes to generative AI. It pretty much reflects within the tagline that we carry at organization, which is driving innovation and delivering excellence. If you look at GenAI, it's really something which is fostering the way of innovation culture within the organizations.
Yes.
And of course, it is also helping in terms of the way the teams work for serving to our clients. Now, if you look at GenAI, it's really industry has been shaping up. It's kind of a way of working. It's important to get adopted. And I'm pretty happy to say that our teams have been leveraging it quite well. It's really helping them on the foundation work which they have built. And it allows them to then focus on something which really requires a complex problem solving or strategic thinking and turning it around quickly for our clients. So in a nutshell, I would say that it is not about eliminating the human talent, but it's really, we consider it as an intelligent amplifier for our talented set of employees.
That's a powerful distinction, Sushil. AI as an amplifier, that's great. So can you give us some concrete examples of how GenAI is being integrated across different service lines? What are we seeing the most impacted at?
Right. So in terms of the GenAI, we have pretty much adopted across all the services that we offer to the clients. If you take an example of digital engineering, be it writing a boilerplate code or enhancing the documentations, or if you talk about quality engineering, be it writing the complete test suite or identifying the issues by looking at the logs and so on. Similar thing goes if I take the example of cloud as well, be it the intelligent observability or code optimizations. In almost all the areas, the GenAI is playing pretty good role, and we have quite extensively used across the different services that we offer to the clients. If you look at the other service line as well, be it the data engineering or analytics, or be it on a digital marketing side, the usage of GenAI to the great extent. So overall, in terms of the GenAI journey, as I was alluding earlier, it's not really a choice. It's a necessity that what we consider. And that's where adoption of GenAI across the service that we offer to the client has become very paramount, and we have been following up in everything that we do for our clients.
So Sushil, you mentioned how GenAI is being leveraged across service lines for us. So can you also give me an explanation how it's also affecting digital transformation overall?
Right. So we work with a lot of clients, especially on the digital transformation. So a lot of clients trust us in our digital engineering services that we offer. And I would say this is a primary area where GenAI is playing a significant role on the way we deliver to the clients from agility standpoint, the quality of work that we do, the lead time with respect to turning it around to the clients, and of course from a cost reduction standpoint, right? Whenever we have a dialogues with the clients, be it doing the requirement analysis, generating the use case using the GenAI, creating a different requirements document, when we get on next with respect to having a showcasing the prototypes to the clients, creating Figmas, automatically using the generative AI, doing architecture, again, within architecture, several design patterns and looking at what is the best for clients, right? I spoke about the code generation, we speak about the test automation and so on. So if you look at the entire software development lifecycle within the digital engineering, GenAI is essentially playing a significant role. And that's where we always look at GenAI from a digital engineering standpoint. It has become kind of a standard wherein it must be used as, it is not a choice anymore. It is something that has to be necessity for developers to adopt.
Okay, Sushil. So, in the realm of digital experience and digital marketing, personalization and content velocity are very critical, right? So, how is GenAI enabling to the new to deliver a hyper-personalized experiences and accelerate content creation for our clients as well?
I must say you are spot on, Priyanka, on this question, because personalization and especially the hyper-personalization is the critical element what GenAI brings in, right? In fact, coincidentally, we had a very good discussions with 70 plus industry leaders just a few months ago.
That's great.
Where we explained them about the journey that they need to take. So definitely it has a lot of merit. And it's not just about having a dialogues with the client, but we internally are also adopting it to it. Whenever we interact with our prospects, our clients, be it in the form of email campaign, the marketing campaign that we run, or the ad that we carve out, they are pretty much aligned with the personal preferences of those clients or the behavioral patterns that we see over the period of time. So we really focus when it comes to the personalization front. Now, if you talk about the content generation also, right, especially on the personalization front, I mean, be it the social media post or the image video that we generate as part of our marketing work, or the blog generation, or the article, the fine-tuning of the article that we write, right? So GenAI is playing very instrumental, effective role in terms of how we are reaching out, how the digital experience we are giving to our prospects, and that's really creating a lot of difference. That's very visible in the last few quarters.
Sushil, I can say that, our clients often look to us for operational excellence. And how does Gen AI contribute to optimizing cloud infrastructure, improving data insights, or even streamlining quality assurance processes within our services?
Absolutely. So we spoke about digital transformation, but if you look at operational excellence, I think that's something which is expected from partner when I just look at from a client perspective, yes, right? We have been doing a lot of things within the operational excellence side, and one of the noteworthy, if I have to say, that the team which we have within which supports on the cloud side, we created a chatbot, intelligent chatbot, I would say, which not only look at various unstructured way with respect to getting the data from Confluence, the New Relic, also looking at the cloud infrastructure of the clients. And really in a natural language, it allows developers to put the simple queries with respect to what is the comparison between different clouds, or be it what is the version and so on. So it really helps in terms of enhancing their productivity. You spoke about the data side. It's again no more different. Within the data, there is a huge data, the data ecosystem which client has. And how do you pull out the data from them and create a meaningful insight, right, using the GenAI? That's predominantly one thing that we do. We have also done pretty good work, which is again in the data space, wherein if you talk about automotive industry, and especially look at the different sales division they have, the way they need a figure that, okay, what are the 2 quarters wherein I got the highest margins or the largest sale and so on. So in a natural language, creating such kind of chatbots, which allows them to get the data at a very quicker space, right? So there are enormous areas in all the service offerings, be it cloud, be it data, and similar things goes for the other areas as well.
It sounds like Gen AI is truly inculcated in our organization. And so I would like to know that internally, in terms of our teams overall, the culture which we are following, the Gen AI first culture which is going on, How are we working around the same in our organization to make it a team-centric organization in terms of GenAI?
I think it's again another good question, because what are the benefits we speak about GenAI? Understanding those benefits is one, but inculcating in your daily practice, whatever you do, adopting it, that change in mindset by the developers, by everyone within the organizations is equally important. So we do focus on that. I would say there are multiple facets to it. How do we address? I lead the GenAI competency as well as the GenAI lab, which is in place.
Okay.
And as part of that, we drive several initiatives. I speak about GenAI lab, which is a formation of cross-functional team, and which really seeks inputs from various employees within the organizations. It has a mix of domain experts, technicals, and we bring up newer and newer innovations in the fray, right? So it creates that sense of giving suggestions and we taking that to a final output. So we continue to have that research mindset. In addition to that, we again put a lot of focus in enabling our employees, continuous learning, be it prompt engineering, which plays an extremely key role when it comes to the GenAI adoption. We continue to enable them, give them opportunity so that the effectiveness, the output that they get through GenAI is multifold, right? And beyond this, few other areas which we do to keep fostering such kind of culture within the organization so that GenAI always remains at the forefront. We have a good hackathon. It's a Geek Combat, which you may be aware. It's a yearly event, and the last theme which we had in the previous event, it was focused around the GenAI. I'm happy to see that more than almost 22 teams participated. More than 120 newers came together, came up with very innovative ideas, and that really has kind of amplified the way people look at it, the individual look at it from a GenAI standpoint, right? And last but not the least, it's also equally important that we create a positive vibes. As part of our marketing initiatives, we create a lot of positive deliverables, the kind of in shorts within TTN context. We recognize them in various forums, be it town hall, be it at a business unit meets, and that has really helped us, I would say, in terms of building that culture or the mindset from a GenAI first attitude standpoint.
Sushil, that is what actually keeps TTN different in the industry. That personalized touch, that marketing, the sense of belonging for the employees as well. So now we have discussed what and we have discussed how, right? So I would like to know that can you share me an example or a project example or a client example where we have actually given a good response through GenAI and it has given us a positive outcome as well.
Right. In fact, there are many such examples.
Yes.
Be it the internal accelerators, boilerplate that we created, a lot of solutions, be it in multiple domains that we have created, to name a few, especially in the insurance, be it retail, media and entertainment, and so on. But beyond that, as I was mentioning earlier, especially when it comes to the client as well, there have been so many success stories where GenAI has been adopted. If I have to pinpoint some of the example, recent one of the clients within Europe, it's into the chemical industry. It's a marketplace, and given that there are so many distributors, suppliers that are available, and each, if you look at the chemical industry, each product that is there, it has a lot of specifications. So each having different PDFs, documents, and so on. So as part of marketplace, if the normal way, the way client used to do is to manually go to their website, fill in the descriptions, get the data, and so on, which was extremely time consuming because each supplier has their own structure of website, the specification documents, how smartly you extract that data and showcase dynamically on your marketplace. I think that is the key from a business standpoint for that client. And glad to say that it used to take almost a week to get that particular activity done, and we have been doing it in less than 2 days. So it is that kind of impact we have had in that particular use case, and it has gone live as well. Recently, we also did one of the migration project for another client, a pretty old client for TTN, relationship more than 15 years. they were on an old technology which was on Grails, and we don't have many Grails expert in the market as well.
Yes.
They wanted to adopt to the latest technologies, and GenAI played a really key role in terms of automatically converting the code to the latest technology. And also, as part of that project, what we have also done is, based on the prototypes, the Figma prototypes, those were created, generating the front-end screens for them as well. It was again entirely done by GenAI. So I would say 80% of the work was done by GenAI in most of the front-end, back-end, and that has really significantly helped us in reducing the lead time and quicker turnaround to the clients and saving the cost as well.
That's inspiring, Sushil. It feels like to the new, it's not just adopting GenAI, but we are also taking that lead charge in that human-centric approach, which we can say. Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us today. It was a pleasure having you here. I personally could understand so many valuable things regarding GenAI, also how to the new is shaping each and everything around it.
Thank you so much, Priyanka. It was really lovely talking to you. And I must admit, the diverse set of questions which you asked within a short span of time, they are really good and gives complete perspectives. I must say, at To The New, it's an exciting time for us. We are on the right journey when it comes to GenAI, and definitely we would continue to do all what it takes, keeping in mind our clients' interest and client success.
Thank you, Sushil, and thank you for our viewers to be a part of Visionary Voices today. As I can say, innovation is fueled by imagination and guided by GenAI. Until next time.